Today was my second day of class, and I already got a bunch of homework. I have to get a lot of it done today, because most of my classes are on Monday and Wednesdays, so a lot of it's due tomorrow. I do not want to do a single assignment, bruh. I am already checked out. Don't want to do class. Sorry, Mom, for watching, but I don't want to do class. So I have 5 classes that I'm taking, one of which is not published on Canvas yet. So I can't do any of those assignments. One of them is to read a book progressively throughout the whole semester. So I want to try and read a little bit of that. One of them is I have to read another chapter of my comm book for Thursday. And then another one I think it's just a basic like syllabus quiz or something. I really do forget, honestly. But I do have 4 out of the 5 classes I have assignments for, which are all basically due tomorrow. And considering the fact that next week is Labor Day, so Monday we don't have class, so it feels like a weekend, but it's not a weekend technically in the school year, because there's still going to be assignments due Saturday, but we have an extra day. You know what I mean if you've been to college. So I should probably get ahead of next week's assignments as well. So this is just going to be a little time lapse, I guess, of my academics for the second day of school. So let's do it, shall we?
So here I tried to make the shot look very fancy, and by putting the camera in the background, I failed to do so. I realized that. But the book's actually pretty interesting. It's about Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and how they kind of have a beef in the NBA, but like friends in real life. Very interesting.
So I started reading that sports marketing book. It's essentially about Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and how they went to the same college and how they both got drafted as like friends, and then they ended up playing against each other because Bird went to the Celtics and Magic went to the Lakers, and they played each other for almost every year in the 80s, and how the rivalry between best friends is a fine line. So I took a break out from that book, and now I'm reading I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's called Simply Christian. It's for my like basic Bible class. But my teacher, he has like a whole, like in his syllabus, he has books, and then he has the pages for each week in each book. So I have to read, give or take 50 pages within like 5 days, which is not too bad. So I'm gonna start doing that because I am not a book reader. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I hate reading books. Obviously, if it's the Bible, that's different. But I don't like reading books like that are required for school or in my voluntary time. So I really have to take notes, highlight, and like do this often extra stuff just to barely understand the basics for a book. But I already know some people in this class, so they could probably help me out with like comprehension, basic plot, like just help me out a little bit more, because I could probably help them out with essays, or help me out with reading. But yeah, I'm gonna bust open this Bible, or not the Bible, bust open this book, and just grind out this work, shall we?
So the book is very interesting, and I wanted to read a quote from it. It says, "It was difficult to demonstrate, especially to a confirmed skeptic, that my spiritual experiences have any purpose on external reality." I find that very interesting because I grew up in a town where it's one of the top 10 post-Christian towns in America, and trying to prove that Christ exists to a town that already has their bias to any spiritual experience is kind of hard to do because they're already skeptical of it, and so you have to prove something that disproves their logic, if that makes sense. So it kind of hit deep.
Okay, so I did a little bit of reading for my basic Bible class. It's actually pretty interesting. It's giving Mere Christianity vibes, where they start out very ominous. That's a big word for Elmo.
Onions, garlic, celery, balsamic vinegar.
Tomato paste.
That's a big word for Elmo.
Very like philosophical, very like everyone comes to this meaning of what's life, and they start getting into like the Bible stuff. I'm not that phase, if that kind of makes sense. But now I'm doing on my computer, I'm doing my sports marketing because you have to select like an organization that I have to research throughout the whole semester. But it can't be an organization that you watch or play. So I watch football a lot, I play basketball. So I have to figure out an organization that I don't really watch or play. My friends play soccer at UCSB. I'm thinking of doing the UCSB soccer team. If I can't do that, then I might do just some random small sport. Like maybe like, I would say rugby's not small, but it's small in the United States. So I might do that because I have seen some documentaries on that like on YouTube. So I might do that. But yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of everything. Just so I can just chip away at these assignments. Because I hate doing all of the assignments in one slot. I like to just do tiny little slots and just, I think scientifically it's also proven better that if you do tiny little slots, like it helps you remember it better and then just grow with it. Don't know if that's true. Do not quote me on that. But yeah, I'm just do this little sports marketing assignment. Probably read this chapter that I have to do for my communications class. And then at that point, I'll be hungry. So I'll probably read my Bible, then I'll probably go get some dinner. Possibly hit the gym that we have on campus. Possibly. I still have to find it. It's on the other side of campus. I haven't been on that side yet. And then at that point, I'm going to play some Super Mario Jamboree on my roommate's Switch because they have it. I've never played it before. We have 4 people. So this might be a lit night. In a holy way, not in a secular way, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's the plan for now. It could change, but yeah.